Hello, money fans, and thank you so much for your interest. My name is Ed Kelly, and welcome to what I believe is not only the most exhilarating business in the entire world, but it is also the largest money business in the entire world, bar none. There is no other opportunity on earth that even comes close to generating over $4 trillion per day in transactions. Think of that, $4 trillion per day. It's astonishing. And it's also available to anyone who is simply willing to learn about this exciting self-enterprise, which is called the Forex or just the FX. And both of these names are abbreviations or acronyms which stand for the Foreign Exchange World Currencies Marketplace. And just about anyone can learn how to shop at this marketplace once they've experienced the Fast Track to Forex, which is a 6-hour video home trading course. This information will lay out in plain English everything you'll need to know to first get started up in the money business, and then as you go over the full 6 hours, it will methodically walk you through all of the inner workings and the how-tos of the Forex, the money business. And in my view, when I've taken the course, it is the absolute best place for anyone with or without prior experience to get started. And it also comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you are protected in case you're not satisfied. Now, I feel that the big question, the mega question, the ultimate question still remains, which is, where does all of this massive financial horsepower actually come from? Remember, over $4 trillion per day. Well, it's just two words: leverage and money. Or better yet, leveraging money. Ladies and gentlemen, learning how to correctly use the power of leverage to control very, very large amounts of money, mainly the US dollar, versus just 6 or 7 of the other major nations' currencies, is an epic experience that needs to be learned to be appreciated. So now, let's take a real quick look at just one hypothetical but realistic example, and I'll show you exactly how the power and the potential of leverage actually works and just may work for you. All right, I'm back. And let's start by saying that you've taken the Fast Track to Forex training course, you've watched it several times, you've been practicing, and you're pretty much ready to start buying and selling money for real. Now, the first thing you're going to have to do is find a good broker, and always do your research. Now, after you've settled on a broker, you're going to have to put up some money to back up your trading action. And this money, we're going to use $5,000 to start with. This money is going to go into what's called a margin account. Now, a margin account is pretty much your own bank account through the brokerage firm, and it's with one of the major banks, usually in New York, at least with my broker, JP Morgan, Bank of America, banks like that. So, now, you don't have to put up $5,000. You can start with less. You could start with $3,000, $1,000, and with my broker, who's listed at the bottom, you can start with all the way down to $250, $250. That's called a micro account. But we'll be using $5,000 for our hypothetical. And if you have deep pockets, you can use more. But I wouldn't go too heavy because until you get your trading legs underneath you, if you know what I mean. So, you're ready. You've got your margin account open. It's funded with $5,000. And we're going to start by saying that it is a Tuesday morning, going on 6 a.m. Central Time, my time Central Time, which means 7 a.m. in New York Eastern Time. So, and you've decided that you want to buy the US dollar, Canadian dollar currency pair. Now, the USD, obviously, US dollar, CAD, Canadian dollar, very easy to understand. It's all covered in the course. Currency pair. All currencies on the Forex are traded in twos, pairs, but they trade as one unit, just like an individual stock on a chart. Very simple, once again, all covered in the course in great, great detail. So, you've decided on this currency pair, and you've also decided on $200,000. You want to buy $200,000 worth of this currency pair, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Now, if that seems a little much for you, you can safely do that with $5,000, by the way. But if that's a little strong for you, a little much, cut it in half and just think 100,000, all right? But we'll be using 200,000 for our example here, our hypothetical. So, it's going at 6 a.m. How does it work? You have your account open and up. You pull up the US dollar, Canadian dollar currency pair on your screen. You pull up the order box. You put $200,000 in the order box. You put your cursor up on the buy button and you click your mouse and bang, just like that, you're now controlling a $200,000 asset. 200 grand worth of US dollars and Canadian dollars. And by the way, just as a side note here, that's about the price of a small to nice mid-sized home in many parts of America. Now think about that. That's leverage, ladies and gentlemen, that's available here in the Forex. Leverage is king. So, you're in. Now, what happens? Well, as luck has it, your timing is perfect because all different types of economic data start flowing out of the U.S. government. The consumer sentiment prices are going through the roof, numbers. The retail sales numbers are off the charts. GDP is way up. All the housing market starts coming out this is all over the morning hours. That's usually when this information comes out. All the housing numbers are going through the roof, pun intended. Just all good positive news for the US dollar. And your currency pair starts moving up, which is what you wanted to do. That's why you bought it in the first place, right? And you decide that you know, and I'm going to tell you right now that the Forex is a live 24-hour marketplace 5 days a week. So you decide that you think the information and the economic data is so strong that you're going to hold on till the next morning, 24 hours later. So you get up the next morning, you go to your device, I use a computer, you bring up your account, you look down at your account balance and you see that your initial $5,000 is now $7,000. Excuse me, $7,000. How'd that happen? Well, the price of the US dollar, Canadian dollar, that particular currency pair in most of the majors went up 1 cent, 1 penny. And a 1 cent move going up and you're buying it on $200,000, excuse me, equals a $2,000 profit. And if you only bought $100,000, if you cut that in half, you would have been up $1,000. But you're up $2,000 in our hypothetical. So now what do? You're excited. You say hallelujah. And you go to your account. You have it up. You pull up the US dollar, Canadian dollar currency pair. You pull up the order box. You put $200,000 in the order box. You put your cursor up on the sell button. And please make sure it's the sell button. It can create some problems if you don't use the right button. And you'd be excited, believe me. You put it on the sell button and you click your mouse. By the way, that's all we do in this business is click our mouse all day long. You click your mouse, bam, sold. You sold it, sold it, sold it. Now I know that sounds a little strange, but I watch a lot of auto auctions. I think guys will understand that a little bit more. I had to do it. But you sold your currency pair, it's gone, it finishes this trade, it's over. You're up $2,000 minus about $35 to $45 transaction fees, which is really not that bad when you come to think about it and consider the brokerage firm lets us do all of this on their platform for pretty much for free, just charging us for per trade amounts to get the trade done. Very, very simple operation. I think you'll understand it very clearly. So that's it on that trade. Now I know there are people out there that are saying, well, that's an exciting example, but wait a minute. What if the prices went down? Well, you're going to learn what we all know and all use in this business. They're called stop loss orders. Stop loss orders. You would have put in, I should say, at the same time you bought the $200,000 in the order box. It's all in there. It's very simple. Anyone can learn this. You would have put an order to sell $200,000 worth of US dollar, Canadian dollars, somewhere right underneath the market price where you entered the market. maybe 50, 150, 250, 300, somewhere in there. This is a decision all of us have to make. That's up to you, how much you're willing to risk on one particular trade or another. So that answers that question. Now I'm sure you have one other major question for me. How much, Ed, how much is all of this specialized knowledge, how much do I have to invest to receive all of this specialized knowledge? I should say it that way. Well, are you ready? $99. That's it, $99. Come on, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, it's the best deal in town. There's no doubt about it. With the 30-day money-back guarantee, 99 bucks. And think about this, ladies and gentlemen, one good trade. Just think about any part of that $200,000 trade, $2,000 profit or $1,000 profit, 400, 600, 800. You think you'd be worrying about 99 bucks? I don't think so. And you can go right into your margin account and have it wired right out, your $99 into your bank. And it's over. You got your money back, and now you're rolling on all this with all this information for free. Look at it that way. Well, I guess that's it, folks. The only thing I can say now is to ask you to go down on my simple website. There's a little blue and white box. It says Fast Track to Forex. That is the link that will take you directly to the information page where everything is laid out. I mean, everything. It's an itemized list. You're not going to believe it, how many things you're going to learn about in this course, the 6-hour training course. Please don't be intimidated by words that you've never heard before. That's what the course is for, to teach you what those mean. And once you learn this business, it's like riding a bicycle, I guarantee you. There's also a short presentation by the actual instructor of the course, Mr. Frank Paul. He's great. You'll see how he sounds and talks. He's the best. There are testimonials. The guarantee is laid out. It's all there for you. Please check it out. And I guess that's it. I hope I've piqued your interest once again. And I hope you'll come and join us in the exciting world of buying and selling money. The Forex, where you're going to learn how to monetize your mind. That's the secret here, folks. So thank you again for your time and your interest. And I hope you'll come and join us. Thank you and goodbye.